Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna work on this beautiful larch from Slovenia.
Bonsai Dream.
Finally, after a great growing season, we are ready to restyle this beautiful European larch. I'm very excited to see and keep developing this tree. I got the tree 2 years ago from Tora in Slovenia. The tree was collected in Slovenia 9 years ago. And I tried to buy this tree since it was collected. And finally, I was able to acquire this beautiful piece for my collection. Last year, I did already some work on the Deadwood. I will explain later. And now I let the tree grow, I fertilize a lot, and we are ready to restyle the tree. So the plan will be put the lime sulfur on the Deadwood, work a little bit more Deadwood in the lower part of the tree where there are some dead area we have to open up and remove the old bark, and then wire completely the tree and reset the new angle with the new foliage position. So let's start with the lime sulfur and then keep going with the good work. When the tree was collected in the mountain, in the valley, as you can see on the picture, there was a lot of humidity. That's the reason why the tree started having already in nature a lot of deadwood and a very big hollow trunk. So the central part of the original tree was lost, but another larch was collected together with this one. Unfortunately, the other larch died, but the original owner always kept the trunk of that larch. So when we agree with the deal, I asked him to have also that part of that wood, because I have in mind to do a big work on the deadwood of the tree. The original part of the deadwood was empty, and compared to the left part looked very weak visually. So my idea was to use the part of the deadwood from the other larch that didn't survive and match with the deadwood of this larch. So with the help of my friend Will Baddeley, we worked in my workshop during the winter of last year, and we match the two parts of the deadwood, as you can see in these pictures. So you can already see that this central area is the part that we add, and all the wood around is the original wood from the main larch. Because the two trees came from the same area and were under the same weather condition, the deadwood look like in both trees, so I was able to match the deadwood, and they look perfect, in my opinion, together, and they make the base part of the tree perfect. Now that we reselect all the deadwood, we have also the inside of the trunk that is hollow, and we have to clean it from all the weak parts. So William is taking care of doing that. After that, I will think about opening a little more hollow part in the frontal big gene on the tree to be able and match it with the rest of the Deadwood features. So now the Deadwood part is finished. We are concentrating on finishing the lime sulfur. There is a lot of Deadwood, especially the inner part, that tend to get moisture and they can rotten easily. So we have to give a lot of lime sulfur to protect inside of the trunk. All the trunk is hollow. And then we're gonna start wiring the branches, just starting from the tertiary branches out. So we're gonna move some bigger branches with guy wire and set all the pads. We are applying from the lower branches up all the gauge 2.5 on the tertiary branches, and then from that point all the student can wire every single branches 100% until everything will be wired and ready for the final styling. So everything is wired. We are ready to start the branches position. So the first work will be to start giving the shape of the lower pads, and then I want to put some guy wire to start moving this apical section back and then forward to reduce the height of the canopy. The goal is to be able to build the canopy more or less at the height of this uro, and try to get the tree nicer and compact. So let's start from the lower branch and then follows up the work. And here we are, just finishing the lower part of the tree. I start from the lower branch and coming around, making all the nice pad, looking like a hand. So I use the outside longer branches to create the structure, and then the inner one to create a little bit of a volume, making everything nice and flat. Now I put a guy wire here, and I will start working on the medium part of the tree just before taking care of the apex that need to be bent and compressed. So we are ready to manipulate the apex of the tree. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a guy wire in the central part, protecting with the piece of plastic, because the idea is to push this section back and then come forward again with this area, so visually I can reduce the height of the apex of the tree. And here we are with the final result, beautiful cascading larch. We inclinate a little bit the front angle to have the deadwood on the line with the beautiful trunk, the hollow trunk, and then the foliage nice and tight. So I think we was able to compress the tree together to highlight all the different parts. Thanks to my student that helped me on this adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you at the next. Bonsai Dream! Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And as you could see, the wiring is one of the most important technique when we do bonsai. So if you want to get better on your wiring, you can purchase my book, and there is a complete article when I explain all the secret about this technique, and you can get your wiring better. So send me an email for more information, and thank you again.